And we're live. How's it going, everybody? Looks like nobody's here in the stream yet. There's 0 people watching the stream. We should get a few people popping in here soon. I just sent out a stream ping through Discord, so probably a few people will show up. We'll give it a few minutes. There's somebody here. Somebody here. It's IKEA. Akai, the creator. Do you shop at IKEA, Akai? Get all your furniture at the best place. How's it going? What's cooking? I'm eating some Swedish fish while we wait for people to show up for the stream. By the way, I figured out how to make levels again, so because I forgot, so we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to make a few levels, and then yeah. Well, I guess I could open up the to-do list. The to-do list here somewhere. Right here. To-do list. The official to-do list. So we need to remove the bubbles. We made the bubbles last time, but they stay. The bubbles persist. Eating tortillas and a slice of lime. Nice. Oh, nobody's here for the stream. There's only you. How are ya? Besides eating tortillas and a slice of lime. You still making lots of videos? You doing alright? Making your game and stuff? Okay, but we got remove bubbles when tank is empty. That's just a little bug that came from when we added the bubbles, of course. Doing good. That's good. And then we also have, well, play testing. That's not the one. There's a few other little okay, we can make the shield break more obvious. It's one that we noticed on Saturday when we were play testing. We made a new video today. Yeah, I think I saw it. It showed up in. I think it showed up in my my notifications. Well, also the animation video has blown up in popularity since 6 o'clock last night. All of a sudden, you guys want to see? I'll show you. If I can open it up. Let's see. Yeah. Check it out. Here's the performance. Here's how it was doing. Just kind of like at the edge of the average on the low end. And then starting at like 6 o'clock last night, my time, people started watching it. So hopefully it keeps this trajectory for at least a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't know what happened. Maybe just YouTube just decided, oh, hey, look, people apparently like this. Oh, also, I can't change it now. I just have it on low latency. I didn't set it to ultra low latency. I always forget to do that. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay between when I read your chats, or when you write your chat and when I actually read it. Normally I try to set it to ultra low latency because why wouldn't you? Unless you got like a really crappy computer or something. But yeah, got to keep a few more people popping in. Manahina or Heine? Is it Manahina or Heine? It says one person on the stream, yet someone is talking. Are you Ghost? Yeah, I think it takes a little bit to catch up. Because now it says there's 6 people. But it went from 1 to 6 like instantaneously. I have like 3 videos scheduled to release. Oh, nice. Working ahead. Anyway, hello. Welcome to the stream. Just jumped in. Just jumped to 6 now. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And we have a cow from Upnid Cat. Thanks for the cow. I appreciate it. All right, let's start by removing the bubbles, because I think that one's going to be, well, maybe it won't be easy actually. But it's probably the easiest out of the things that we have to do. So let's start by removing the bubbles. And that's in this room, the end room. When a character is been saved, then their tube disappears, and so there's no bubbles. There shouldn't be any bubbles appearing. And we can simulate that by going to the, I think I have it, what's it called? I can't remember. I gotta find it manually. It's in the auto loads, global stats. So in the global stats, I can mark who's been saved and who hasn't. So here's the people that haven't been saved, and it's mostly just based on their categories. So if I set this one to true, then that 4th person in will be rescued already. And same with these. So now if we run the end room, those tanks should be empty, and we can see what we're talking about. Yeah, see, look at these bubbles just floating through the air with nothing. It's magic bubbles. There's like a bubble lower down there. Just, yeah, that's not quite right. I'm going to live stream Sunday. Oh, nice. I'll try to catch it if I can, but I usually don't get online very much on Sundays because I try to take that day off. So I'll try to catch it, but if I can't, then sorry. Oh, we also got, what is that? A deer and a sheep too. Nice. Okay, so basically, I think all we have to do is find where the bubbles are, and also when the scene loads, detect, or I could even detect if the person's there. There's got to be some way to read that for sure. So I think, where is it? It's probably when the scene's being set up. Yeah, right here. So if if it's set to true, then it just queue freeze all those things. So I could do the same thing with the bubbles. I'd probably have to rename the bubbles. Or, I mean, I could leave them like that. As long as they're in order, then it would make sense. If they're not in order, I'll have to move them around. Let's see. Tank bubbles 0 is right there, I think. Let's see. Oh, no, that's way over on the wrong side. So let's just move them around so they're lined up with where they're supposed to be. 3 goes to 3. So that's 1. Yeah, okay. 4 goes to 4. 5 goes to 5. 6 goes to 6. And we're going to do this the hard way and just hard code each one disappearing. Hi, I haven't seen anything about this game you're making. Can you give me a rundown? It looks very interesting. I sure can. I sure can give you the rundown. So in this game, I'll show you the course. You spawn here, and you have, let me show it. I'll just show a little bit of the combat. You have a button to make it go full screen. You have 7 abilities, and it's an inverted roguelike. So you start out with all your abilities instead of gaining them as you go. So you're super OP right at the beginning. You fight enemies, but each time you get to the end, I'll show you the end room. Each time you get to this room at the end of a run, there's people that you can save, but you have to use, these are turned off for testing features, but there's people you can save, and you have to use one of your abilities to save them. Once you select who you're going to save and which ability you're going to use to save them, it plays a little cutscene, which isn't put in there yet, and then you do it again, but now you have 1 less ability. And you repeat the cycle until you have to do the run with 0 abilities. So it gets harder as you go because you just become weaker as you go. And that's the game. You start with a bunch of weapons and then lose them. Yeah, and all the abilities are passive, so it's impossible. I intentionally did that, so it's impossible for the player to accidentally not use them. Like, I thought about, let's see, there was one I was going to do where it turns you invisible. Like, you hit a button and you're invisible, but only for a short while. And that way you can run past some robots. Now, that was going to be one of the abilities. But then I realized, what if people don't learn to push that button? Then they won't know what they're missing if they remove that ability. And it'll just give them a leg up. It'll be like, okay, I don't need this ability. I can just turn it off because I've never turned invisible and I play fine. Right? So all of these abilities are passive instead, and no matter what you do, they will, they just are used just by existing. And so you will feel the loss of them if you get rid of them just by default. Okay, I was just about to say, if the player starts with a bunch of abilities, it might be confusing, but they're passive, then that should be fixed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah. And I didn't want to overwhelm the player as well by giving them too many instructions on how to use all their abilities as well. So, yeah. I have a quick question. Is there a specific reason you are using Godot over other popular options like Unity or Unreal? I actually tried Unity for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and it was rather frustrating. And I was just experimenting. So then my friend suggested Godot, and I gave it a try, and it felt way more intuitive to me. And that could just be me, but it felt way more intuitive. It felt a lot more simple. Also, I like the fact that it's open source, and it just, I don't know, there's a lot of pros that you get with an open source technology that you don't get with closed source. And so I like that as well, and it just works. And another thing, because it's open sourced and it's still being worked on constantly, it's improving all the time and getting better. And I'm sure all the other engines are too, but I don't know. I just like it. It works. I don't feel like anybody's going to come and and steal it from me because of some small fine print that I missed, because it is open source. So yeah, not that that's really a big fear, but that almost did happen with Unity, and they kind of got in trouble for that. Otherwise, Unreal, I think Unreal is an amazing engine, but not necessarily for 2D stuff. And it's not necessarily super beginner friendly, although there's a lot of people that can get away with it. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know if I'm 100% correct on any of that. It's more than just like what I feel. So take from it what you will. But how's it going? Welcome to the stream, Calera X. What's going on? I don't think I've seen you around before. Maybe I have, but I want to say no. Glad to have you here either way. IK the creator. Be right back. Back. That's pretty fast. I haven't. Oh, I regret that. And I'm going to. Okay, I haven't missed any chats. Awesome. Caught up. Okay, let's get rid of the bubbles. Let's get back to the bubble deletion. So in this scene, we have the bubbles that we just added to the game, but the bubbles persist even when the screens are off, and so we need to get rid of them through code, which is going to be right here. Now that the bubbles are in order, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then we can just have some code to queue free them, which is the bit of code to say get rid of them. So that's going to start right here. Environment slots for people to free. Okay, so this is person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can just do it right here. Let's see, it's going to be tank bubble 1 dot queue free. There we go. Simple as that. And we're just going to copy paste this down and add a 2. We'll just do that a bunch of times. A 3. So fun. 4. This is the exciting bit of this the most exciting thing you'll ever see in coding, is just repeating the same thing over and over again. There's probably a more efficient way to do this code, but like I've said many times, I'm not too bothered about making it efficient unless it's actually affecting the playability of the game. There we go. Did I skip something? Why is it 7? There should be. Are there 7? Yeah, there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking there was 8 for some reason, but yeah, it's just 8. This is giving me anxiety. Well, your name literally has codes in it, so I assume you know how to code, and you're like, what are you doing, man? We're doing it the hard way because we like to, okay? It should work now. Let's see. There should be no bubbles in the empty tanks. There we go. That was surprisingly easy. We're gonna test it though. Let's move the slots, the stats over here. We're gonna test it by setting different ones. We'll set that back to false. We'll set this one to false, but now we'll set the end one to true. We'll set both end ones to true and a different middle one, which was, well, I can't remember. This one? Here, I know it wasn't that one. We'll just set most of the end ones to true, and we'll run it again. So there should only be bubbles in the tanks that are still present. There, that was easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. What's the whole phrase? Is it lemon squeezy? I respect it. He respects it. It gives him anxiety, but or I don't know, he, she. It gives you anxiety, but you respect it. All right. Let's mark it off. That was the most simplest ever one. So I gotta edit. There, one less thing to do on the to-do list. Yes, I do use Discord to make my to-do list. Although I just found a new software called Obsidian, which I may want to use for planning games out in the future because it's pretty awesome. Look it up. I'm not going to talk about it right now on the stream, but yeah, Obsidian. Not promoting it by any means because I'm being paid. It's just a cool software. I forgot what the parent-children are programming terms, and I get very confused for a second. Right? It's really great when you're like talking about code, and then you're like, okay, well, it looks like we're going to have to add some code in to kill all the children. It's like, yeah, I'm probably going to get demonetized now. Thanks for that. It's hard to not get demonetized when you're coding, because you have to talk about killing children. Don't actually do that, just in code. All right, now I'm going to watch the stream while I animate my devlog. Nice. I forgot that. Oh wait, I already read that. I respect that. If you changed your name to Artindi Codes, maybe it would make you. It would actually. Yeah, if you put codes in your name, it makes you better at coding. And Fox Shadow agrees. works for them. The coding language looks simpler than Unity C#. Yeah, it's based on Python, and so Python is an extraordinarily simple language. So I'd imagine it is. I believe it's more simple than C# overall. Although I can't remember for sure. I haven't coded in C# for a very long time. I started using Discord for a to-do list because my notes are super messy. I know, right? But try Discord, or not Discord. Try Obsidian now. It's actually well, no, you don't. Do what works for you. But take a look at Obsidian and see if it's something that might work for you, because I'm trying it out and it's pretty awesome. Get child. Yeah, get child.kill. Do I have that in my code somewhere? Does it just say get child.kill somewhere? That's I believe it. Yeah. I've had quite a few very questionable lines of code if read out of context. So killing children is okay if you're a programmer. Good to know. Yep, you're in the clear. I guess I gotta change my name too. Yeah, change it to like Deeble Code, and you'll magically get better. Not only will you get better at code, but then if you tell somebody else about how they can improve their code, they'll be more likely to believe you as well. Or if your name's Neo, then that too. Sometimes people will believe you for that. Okay, that's we checked that off the list. That was really fast. So let's do let's see, what was something else that we could do? There's make the shield break more obvious. That I'm not sure. I guess we could add like a flash. I think we need some actual animations as well. Let me open up. Oh, by the way, this game, we play it on the stream on Saturday. All the music in it is not copyright free. So the music was playing and the whole stream got copy struck. And so I'm not going to make the 16 cents that I was going to make off that stream. Because there's copyright. So like, I don't really care. I'm not even going to fight it because whatever. But yeah, I thought about messaging him and being like, yo, your music is not good for streamers or anything like that. But I decided I don't need to do that. Like, it doesn't matter. So it would just make him feel bad. But if you're making your own games, don't whatever music you put in there, make sure it's copyright free. Like maybe it's your own music, or I think they bought the rights to it or something and sourced it from somebody else. But it's not like YouTube. It does not get happy, or algorithms for YouTube. What am I going to the store for? I don't need to go to the store. I need to go to my library and open Sprite. Launch Sprite. And then I was working on the animation project. Let me find cost real quick. Oh, it wasn't that hard to find. Okay. So the shield, it's going to be on player, I think. No, it's not. It's going to be on placeholder art, because all my art is just still in the placeholder art. Here's the shield. It's just a single sprite, and when the shield breaks, it just turns the sprite off. Observe. I will demonstrate. Demonstration time. So there's the shield, little blue. He spins because he looks at the mouse. Blue circle around him, that's the shield. Now its shield's gone. That's it. Then if you kill 3 robots, the shield comes back on. Shield's back on. And then break it. Yeah, it just turns off. So we obviously need something more to indicate that it's being turned off. So don't do whatever Geometry Dash did with the main levels. Oh, does Geometry Dash do that too? All their music isn't copyright free. That's good to know. A lot of that music is dope, though. I don't know why it's not copyright free. Did they get the music from somebody else and then I don't know. Yeah, don't do that. If you want streamers to play your games or feature them on YouTube or whatever, make your own music or make sure it's copyright free. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod, Kevin MacLeod, however you pronounce it. Just use his music, so it's like just a meme. It's just meme music the whole game. Is there sounds for it like Holy Mantle and Isaac? Is there a sound for it like Holy Mantle? Yeah, there is a sound for it, so you can hear that sound. There's a sound effect, but I think we need a visual cue as well to help them understand. Oh, my shield's broken now, and then oh, my shield's back. So we could do an actual animation, or well, not an actual animation. Both are animations. We could do a drawn frame by frame animation, or we could do a animation in Godot, and I think it might be easier just to do it in Godot. So let's try that. We'll just do another animation player for the shield, which I have a shield animator actually already. Is this just making it fade? Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't look like instantaneous turn off. So maybe we can use this. It looks like I have this scale shrink as it goes. What if instead we have it expand? We have it expand as it disappears, because then it'll draw attention to itself. Inspector. So let's go to this one. Oh, see, it's not even. Let's see. Play it, and see, it's not even changing size. What the heck? It just stays the same size the whole time. So let's increase the size by. What is that gonna do? Yeah, that makes it double in size as it disappears. Let's see what that looks like. That was an easy change too. Maybe this is a really easy fix. Let's do it. If all the fixes are that easy, then this is gonna be, we'll get this game done. Oh, I need to actually break my shield. What do you think? Was that a little easier to see? Let's kill 3 robots and get it back so we can see. Get out of here. Get out of here. We want a controlled environment so we can witness this. Okay, ready? I'm going to touch the saw. What do you think? Is that more noticeable? Sorry, I couldn't join in. I took a nap from 11 to 4. Oh, you're here. No worries. You're here now. So don't do... Oh, wait. I already read that. I'm making sure I'm not missing any. So I go back and read chats I've already read. I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed any chats. Purple, red. Wait, what colors are we talking about? Give me 2 random... Oh, okay. Someone's asking for 2 random colors. Is that for your art? You got purple and red, I guess. Brown, pink. What are all those white circles and shapes? They're I don't know, what, bad guys? Enemies? I don't know. Yeah, here. Here, we'll do it one more time. Pay close attention. There's the shield. I'm going to break it. Tell me if it seems like it's noticeable. Is that more noticeable than just having it disappear? I didn't see the shield really. I had to really focus. Yeah, it's also, you have to get through the YouTube compression as well, so that's a bummer. So what if I also gave it like a little flash or something? I feel like the shield should be bigger. Yeah, well, I don't want to make it too big because I want, if the shield's too big, then it's going to be easier to break. And I still want them to be, like, I only want the shield to break when the player would also take damage. So I make the shield like the exact same size as the character's collision box, which the actual collision box of the character is closer to his body, and the shield extends just a little bit further. And even the shield's collision shape is less than the actual drawing, so that it's more forgiving, so that if something comes up right, you know, just like right to the pixel, it won't count it. It has to actually go past the pixel, and that way the player knows, yeah, that was my bad, you know. Like literally up the exposure. Could you add a blue low or something when it's on? Oh, like a blue light or something? We could actually do that. We could put a little light on him. Well, actually, can I? I don't know if I can. His body blocks light. Let me show you. See how his body casts a shadow? See the shadow being cast? So if I put a light on his head, it's gonna look like that, because the line that the border that blocks the light is the outline of his body. And I think there's a way that I can have it ignore him. So we'll have to see, but it might be worth doing. Wait, a light would be cool. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I think it would work. It's just going to be tricky to actually add. So let's try it. We're going to add, oh, that's the course. Go to the player. We'll add, well, let's add it to the shield actually. Shield, add light 2D, create. Okay, what's this light? Oh, it's a light occluder. Okay, light 2D, and we'll make it blue. Make it a blue light to match the thingy. We're gonna make it like 4. No, not 4 energy. It's gonna be 0.6. Yeah, 0.6 energy, and the range is fine. The texture scale, that's what I want. It's gonna be like 3. And yeah, it's not gonna work. Let's see what it does like that. I have to actually run the game, not just the player scene. Yeah, it's not working. Why is it not working? Light 2D is right there. I think it's because it's on him, isn't it? If I move it out to here, it'll probably work. Let me see. Let's see if it does. I'm glad that this random guy is a great lesson in astronomy. In astronomy, what do you mean? Yeah, it's not lighting up. What's with that? What am I missing? A texture with the oh, pfft, duh. Circle, let's see, it's in the light folder. Lights. Round, that's what it's called. There. Let's see if it works. I think his code is perfect the way it is. Wait, somebody making fun of my code? Can't you just make the shield break when the player takes damage instead of having 2 different hitboxes? I guess I could. Okay, there's a light around him now, and it is working. It's not affected by shadows yet. I got to turn that on. Oh, that's what's going to happen. If I turn it on, it's going to then it might not work through his body. I think I might have had that at one point, and it might be smarter to do that, but it also doesn't 100% make sense logically, because there is, in front of him and behind him, the shield sticks out quite a bit further. And so when you see something very obviously break that shield, it's kind of like, wait, why didn't that break? But at the same time, maybe it would make more sense just to have him take damage. I am not 100% sure, because it was a while back, that his damage is caused by... Let's see, where can I find the collision shape for that? It might be that the shield collision shape is actually just the collision shape for taking damage, which wouldn't be very good, because if you're taking damage before you're actually being touched, then that doesn't make any sense. So let's see, is it this one, collision shape? Yeah, it is. Interesting. What's this other collision shape? Is that just an area? Death detection. The collision shape for death detection is, yeah, just a circle. Maybe I'm stupid. Well, yeah, maybe that should be an oval. We'll have to play around with that, see if it bothers us. Because if the shield is off, let me see, let me break the shield real quick and break on a saw. Of course, we get in a room with tons of enemies. Oh, the shield's already broken. Okay, so if the shield's off, then I can die by... Well, not... Okay, so it's fine. Because if I move a little bit further, it's going to definitely hurt me, but... Yeah, look at that. That should be, like, death. Even with that circle, I think it's still forgiving enough that you can't tell. So... I think it works. But thanks for asking that either way. I think it was a good thing to double check, make sure it feels good and looks good. It does work. It is, I think it is just the one collision shape, and if you have health, which is the shield, if the shield's on, then instead of killing you, it just breaks the shield, and then it remains the same collision shape. So yeah. Be right back for 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Okay, we'll see you in that amount of time. What? Wait, a light would be cool. I didn't think of that. Oh yeah, I already read that. What were we doing? I was fixing the light. How many developers does it take to fix a light? Apparently a lot. Okay, so we're gonna turn on shadows. Shadows, we turn it on, and then we set this to, I think it's this one, and then I have most of the filters set to 12, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. I should probably look up some of the other lights to see, but we'll see what it looks like. Now it might not work because his body's going to block it. Yeah, his body's blocking it. Look, he's slightly bluer, I think. Let's go break the shield. Yeah, it's being blocked by his body. So that's awkward. I might have to change that here, where his occlusion layer, which is his body, will not allow light in, but it will allow light out. Where's that occlusion layer? That's what's light occluder. There, so that's the little shape that blocks light. And I think it's dictated by the cull mode. Yeah, counterclockwise, clockwise disabled. Let's try clockwise. Let's see what that does. It changed a lot of stuff, but let's see. Okay, we're still getting a shadow, and the blue is being cast. And you can see the blue being cast on the walls. See the wall shadows? It should also be cast on robots that try to walk up to me. Or no, the robot doesn't block shadows apparently. It doesn't have an occlusion layer. That might need to be added. That one does. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a shadow. Okay, so now all we got to do is make the light turn off when the shield breaks, which is in the code somewhere out there. As many as it takes to get the engine to run it. For which? What's a AAA studio that you find you have trouble making fun of? Like Ubisoft is easy to point at when talking about bad companies. That's one. But what's one that's the opposite? Ooh, good question. I don't know a lot of AAA studios though, actually. Let's look some up. AAA game studios. I spelled it out with 3 A's. So we got Activision, EA, Rockstar. Is that what that is? Activision Blizzard, Konami, Bethesda, Capcom, Microsoft. Does Steam count as AAA? Although people make fun of Steam, but for different reasons, not necessarily for the games they make. The games Steam makes are relatively well crafted and well executed for the most part. There's probably a few that are like, what? Yeah, I think all of them you can make fun of in some way or another. Oh yeah, it's called Valve, not Steam. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Valve, because nobody makes fun of Valve by making fun of Steam, because Steam has its own problems that you can make fun of. But Valve's pretty decent with all the games they make. Yeah, I had that messed up. So hard to make fun of Valve for sure. Otherwise, at what point does a game studio become AAA, right? Is it like, I don't know what the technical definition of AAA is, because there's several perhaps AA companies that they make a lot of games, and they're pretty great at what they do. For example, the company that makes Satisfactory, who are they? Let's see. Let's look at the store page. It'll tell us. Coffee Stain Studios. Coffee Stain Studios is pretty good. Most all the games they make are pretty decent. Let's see, browse. Yeah, Goat Simulator. All the Goat Simulators. Valheim, Deep Rock Galactic, Satisfactory, obviously. I want to say that are they the ones who made the pirate game, Sea of Thieves? That's somebody else, isn't it? Yeah. And then, are they indie still, or like are they 2A factory or AAA? Like, I don't know. At what point do you become a AAA studio? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Wait, why does the AAA title thing at the top have a Celeste screenshot? Why does it? Where is it? Which one? Oh, not AI mode. I didn't want to click that. I want to click all. Is there a Celeste screenshot somewhere? I don't see it. Images. Oh, right here. AAA title, and then there's a Celeste screenshot. I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Because Celeste is not AAA by any means. Far Cry. I don't play a whole bunch of... Well, I guess I play some AAA games, but not the most popular ones. Definitely not. They're too expensive. Nobody got $70 to blow on a game. Well, maybe some people do. I don't. Anyway. Oh, look. Oh, wait, no, that's Coffee Stain. It's because I went here. I was like, wait, what's this going on with Coffee Stain Studio? Let's get back to this spot. Okay, we just got to find where we disable the shield. I think I could find that with break. Shield, yeah. Hit. If the ability shield is true, then break. And play break sound, and we'll also turn off the light. Light 2D, shield light 2D. Dot, is it enabled or disabled? I don't know, why can't they just decide on one and stay consistent? Enabled, so we'll do enabled dot, enabled equals false. There. And then if the shield comes back on, which would be at the other call for, oh, I guess not. Where's the shield come back on at? Crap. I don't know where it's at in my code. Let's look for shield. Did I spell shield right? Shield. There we go. Till the finish. Yeah, there's 36 matches. Great. Billy shield equals true. Shield. I just want shield. Billy shield equals true. Play recharge. Okay, so here's where it turns back on. So, oh wait. Play recharge. This has to be where it turns back on. Here, we'll just put it here and see if it works. That's how you code. You just like throw some code down and see what happens. I can't. There it is. Actually, I don't need that. I could just drag this in. Dot enabled equals true. Let's see if it works. Are you making something? Yeah, I think he's working on an animation or something. I'm recording and editing simultaneously now, so it's more controlled. Usually I record everything, then I edit. Nice. Classic Google. Yeah. Yeah, they changed the order of the buttons. I was just trying to, because I just wanted to go back to all, and it used to be that all was at the beginning, but now AI mode is at the beginning. So I automatically went to click on the first one to go to all, but now AI mode is there. So. Oops, it didn't work. Run it again. Is there something wrong with my code? There's something wrong with my code. Wow. Oh. Why is there... Like that? Does that work? What if I got rid of that and dragged it in? There, that should work, right? Wrong thing. It should work. It should work. We'll find out. Nope, it's breaking. Why is it breaking? Enabled? Did I spell enabled wrong? What did I do? Why is it broken? Enabled. Oh, I need a D. Why doesn't it just like say that's not a valid thing? I guess it did say it down here, but why did I have to wait to run it for it to say that? Ridiculous. Now where's the other spot? I don't even know where. Yeah, because that one's fine, right? No, it says it's bad too. Or no, that's where I was having the problem. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. 56 times the charm. Man, it's been a long time since I've checked in here. Hey, meh. How's it going? I remember you, if that means anything. Let's break the shield. And it's, yeah, that's not good. Invalid assignment of property or key enable. Oh, so I didn't have a D there too. Okay, now we'll try again. I need a D, Artindi 2025. I do. I did need that because it was misspelled horribly. Die! Okay. We're getting way more robots than normal because we still have the one of the properties set that way. Yeah, I think that's a bit more noticeable because you see all the blue light go off. And then we'll turn it back on. Let's see if... Is it back on? I can't even tell. I don't think it worked. I think I have the wrong property set. I'm setting it to false here. And then where's the other spot? Here I'm setting it to false. No, I'm setting it to true. But apparently this doesn't actually. Ability shield equals true. Play recharge. I should probably like figure out what. Yeah, if ability shield equals true, then you play the recharge animation, which makes it visible again. And then let's see, where else is this being triggered? There's 3 spots. Shield restore sound. Okay, I probably actually need it down there. Let's just move that. Nobody noticed that I put the code in the completely wrong spot. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Okay. Here we go. I probably could use the testing program, it would be a little better. Except then you don't have robots to kill. So turn it back on. Okay, so we'll break the shield. You see the blue light turn off. You just gotta kill 3 robots to turn it back on. Cool. And it works. Technically. Oh no, my shield, it broke. Whatever will I do? I know, I'll kill 3 robots and then get it back. And it's back, yay! I didn't hear it though because there's so much going on. Alright, that's a little bit more noticeable. Is that like enough more noticeable? I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it like, does it work? I don't know. I remember the art phase a few months ago working on this, or art streams. Yeah, like it used to be just like squares and circles running around, which still, technically it's still kind of that, but they look a little bit better. Because it used to be, the main character was just a blue circle, and then the enemies were just red circles. And that was the whole everything. Even these, I think, were just red circles, or red squares. No, they were yellow. The floor hazards were just yellow. And then the floor looked like there wasn't a floor. The only thing I had were the walls. That was the only thing that I drew beforehand. And the sword attack. I think the sword attack has stayed the same. Which technically, based on the animation where it's located, the back of his attack reaches out further. So if you walk backwards while you have the full attack, you can hit further away. Until you lose that ability, then it's just in front of you. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's right. Oh. And I lose my shield immediately. Fail. You lose. I get distracted playing my own game. Do you guys ever do that? Like you're working on your own game and you're like, I'm gonna go work on my game, but then you just end up playing it. I don't know if we've asked this before, but what's your favorite genre of game? My favorite genre of game is base building and factory. I really like those. They're dope. They're super fun. We're gonna mark that off. I think it's noticeable enough. Technically, we did make it more obvious. Did we make it obvious enough? I don't know, but it is more obvious, so we can check it off. Nailed it. Add ability tips on readout in end room. I think that one's also relatively easy to do, but it might not be. I don't know. I think you like survival games. I do also like survival games. Survival games are fun. I like to play... what's that one? Vintage Story. That one's pretty dope. I don't have it on Steam though. It's not on Steam. You can only buy it directly from the developers. I used to play 7 Days to Die a lot. In fact, I have almost 700 hours in 7 Days to Die. But then they kind of, I think they lost the plot. They kind of went off from what I subscribed for. I was like, oh, this game is this certain way, and then they kind of stopped doing it that way, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Otherwise, factory building games, those are really fun. I do like some RPGs every once in a while, but they're a little too linear for me. I like to be able to experiment and do my own thing. Yeah, Space Engineers, kind of a mix between factory and survival simulation more than anything, although technically it is a survival game. Stardew Valley, that one's fun, but you can kind of just do what you want in that one too. Terraria. I like MOBAs a lot too. I play a lot of... Well, I used to play a lot of Dota, which is kind of like... what's that? What's that other game? Why am I spacing on it? It's the game where you have 5 heroes versus 5 heroes and you fight across the map from top down. Why can't I remember what it's called? Games like Dota. It's called League of Legends. Freaking can remember that. So League of Legends actually was inspired by Dota. So yeah, there's that. So, and I've played both. I've played League of Legends and Dota. I prefer Dota. I think the strategy is a little bit more complex. And for that, it's also harder to get into. It's a little less user new person friendly. Not that League is, but it's like less than that. So, yeah, I've played quite a bit of that. And Valve came out with a new game. It's a hero shooter called Deadlock. Let's see, where is it? If I can find it here. Deadlock. Look how many hours I got already. It's crazy. But yeah, it's actually like it's a very fun hero shooter because they took concepts from Dota and implemented it into a hero shooter, and it makes it a very high strategy hero shooter and not just a run at each other and shoot, and whoever can shoot the best wins. Like you actually have to play the map more than just shoot at the other people. So it's fun. It's a fun little game, fun little MOBA. But yeah, although I prefer, even over the MOBAs, I prefer playing factory or city building or base building games because I feel like I'm getting something done. In a MOBA, you play for an hour and then it's over. And whether you won or lost doesn't really matter. It's just you've used up an hour. So I like it for when I just want to kill time and totally relax because it doesn't actually take any thought or brain power or effort. So, yeah. Have you ever played TF2? I've never played TF2. I've always wanted to play TF2, but I just never have. And now it's like kind of older, although they did revamp it recently, but even then, I've just never played it. I think it's free now, isn't it? But I still just haven't. It's too late, I feel, to play it because it's an older game, so I won't enjoy it now because it's going to be missing things that new games have. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Which is better, Terraria or Minecraft? They're two different. Otherwise, if I had to pick one, I would pick Minecraft. But they are very distinct games. They're very different. Everybody compares them a lot, but they're too dramatically different. If my personal preference though between the two would be Minecraft. My laptop can barely run it, so not really viable and fun for me. Which game? Never tried Doom. Doesn't it have weird camera controls? Oh yeah, Doom. Actually, I've never played Doom, but I have played a Doom clone that a cereal brand made. Chex the cereal brand. They made a Doom clone called Chex Quest, and I played that all the time when I was little because we got a version of the game in a box of Chex cereal, and you could play it in like Windows 95, and it was the best game ever. And I don't think you can find it anywhere. Like I've tried to find a version of it that's been stored somewhere online, but I could never find a viable version that I could download. There is one on Steam, but it's like a remake and it's not the same. Chex Quest. And I tried playing it. It had some level layouts. They had some level layouts that were similar to the original, but see, it's not a Doom clone anymore. It's whatever this is, and so it's not the same. Although the layouts of the levels are almost the same, it's not. It's bad. It's stupid. I hated it. I played it and I was like, wow, this is really cool. It was very nostalgic, but it's not the same game, and I can't find the original anymore. So anyway, you guys are distracting me quite a bit. The first Doom was weird camera. The first Doom, yeah, I mean, it was one of the first shooters ever, so it's going to be not the best camera controls. 4 gigabytes of RAM in a laptop from 2013 doesn't help. I've tried. Yeah, them old laptops, they have a hard time doing pretty much anything, like even running Word. Okay. I think, what were we working on? I don't even, you guys are the worst. I don't even know what we were doing. Let's look at the thing. Add ability tips on readout. I think, I don't know. Should we do that right now? Yeah, let's try and tackle it. Let's get it over with. That's in the end room. The ability, well, let's open the UI actually. I think the UI has it. UI, maybe it has it. The UI might just be the, yeah, so the UI has it. It's the texture button. And then it has code to decide what texture goes into the texture button. So is that the, no. No, it's not the texture button. It's the readout. That's what it is. So the readout has, there's code somewhere that says make the readout display this sprite instead of that sprite. And we got to find where that code is, because then we could just copy that code into the end room, and then this sprite into the end room as well, and then we'll be good to go. So here it is, blank readout. Okay, here's all the readout stuff. I think I already have blank readout copy pasted into there. So let's go to end room code, and yeah, readout. We have, oh, it's default set to blank, so we need to actually bring that in just in case we need to make it blank. So UI, readout, message 9. No, we need the blank readout. Where's that at? Did I just skip that? I thought I got them all. Texture confirmed. What? I thought there was a blank readout here somewhere. Did I just Here, we'll bring this one too. Oh, I'm still in the wrong code. Okay, Godot used to be, if you're in a script and then you change scenes, it will jump to whatever the first script is in that scene. But now you have to change scenes and then click on the script as well, which is not, I don't like that. I'll have to get used to it though, because I don't think I can change that. So go back to the end room, click on the script, and then we'll plop it in right there. Okay, so now we have all the readouts. Let's move this one down to the end because it does say message 9, just so it's consistent. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Now we should be able to copy the rest of the code, and we just have to do the same thing that we're doing in the UI, is just manipulate the readout. Boy, where'd that go? There it is. We just have to manipulate this with a bit of code. So let's go find that code and manipulate it. But what are you guys all saying? I haven't read any chats for a little bit. See you in a few minutes. Let's see how much you have done in that time. Okay, I'll catch you in a little bit. You can see if we've accomplished anything worthwhile. One of my favorite Doom YouTubers named Decino has such a similar vibe to you, Artindi. It's kind of scary. Not like the voice, but his general tone and mannerisms. Interesting. That's cool. I'm gonna have to check him out. It's like my twin or something, but just with a different voice. Also, how dare you say we suck, even though we absolutely do. Yeah, it's just pointing it out. Nobody wants to get that pointed out. Hey Art, how are you? I was playing my indie game too. Yeah, oh, were ya? Yeah. I sent an email a few months ago for thanking you for your automation video. Are you the one? Are you the one who made this game for the crown? Is this you? I was playing my indie game too. I sent an email a few months ago thanking you for your Oh no, you were thanking me for my automation video. Okay, so you didn't make this game. I was confused because the person who sent me this game, they said, "Hey, I could send you a Steam key," and I was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about making a video about automation." And I see that your game is a kind of a factory automation game, and so I think that'd be awesome. And not the video that you saw. It was a different video completely. And I still haven't made it. I still want to make it. And they're like, "Sure, yeah, here's a Steam key. I'd love to be in that. Or if you just put it in a stream too." And I said that. I said I can't promise it'll go into the automation video that I plan to make. It might only go into the stream, or a stream at some point. And they're like, "Sure thing." And so they sent me the key. We played it in the stream. It wasn't really that good. I can see where they were trying to go with it, and it could be a really awesome game if they could streamline it and polish it. It could be a really cool game. But yeah, it's not that. So yeah, I guess, yeah, I misunderstood your first message when I see that you didn't make it. But I do remember your email though, because somebody else emailed me and they said, "Hey, I watched your automation video," because I made a video about the Minecraft update that included the automation block. It's some kind of factory, whatever block. And I was just like, I thought it was really lame because I've played a lot of automation games and the way they implemented it was okay. But it wasn't like, "Oh wow, that's amazing. That's the best thing ever." It was just like, whatever. And I pointed out why I felt that was. So yeah, it was good to hear. It was good to see the email that somebody appreciated it and it helped them make their own game a little bit better. So, but I am too close to release in Steam. I'll send it. Okay, yeah. When you release your game, you can send me a key for sure. I'll take a key. Again, I can't promise I'll be able to play it or make a whole video on it or anything. I'll try to leave a review, unless the review would be disparaging, then I won't leave a review because I'd rather just not say anything than say something that harms your thing. And if I do need to say something to you to help you make your game better, I'll just send it in a direct message or email or something, rather than harm your very few reviews you'll likely get on Steam, as most indie developers do. Right, because if you have like 9 positive reviews and then the 10th guy is like, "It was crap," then that's not very good for the Steam algorithm and other things. So yeah, I don't want to. Even if I do believe it's crap, I'm not going to harm their potential of making sales or other things by leaving a bad review. Otherwise, the best I can do is maybe play it on stream sometime, and I'd love to play your game on stream. If you watched one Mumbo Jumbo video, you would lose your mind. I actually watched a lot of Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo is actually probably the person who convinced me to get Minecraft initially. So yeah, he's the original, one of the OG Minecraft YouTubers for me. So fun fact. But Mumbo Jumbo's dope. He's cool. He's quite the entertainer, even if he lacks in certain other categories of his Minecraft skills, although he is quite the skilled redstoner. Anyway, you guys are so distracting. I just added bouncy grenades to my game, and now I can't get anything done. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Once you like make your game fun, then it's like, all right, I'm gonna go work on my game, and then you're just like, I'm playtesting. I promise, I'm looking for bugs. I'm not distracting myself. All right, we are copy pasting crap from the UI code here. So where is it though? It's gonna be all this stuff. We have to do all these. Mouse entered and mouse exited, and we have to get all this code in there. So I'm going to see if I can just copy paste all this code in. Let's see, play.show. Ooh, is that going to be a thing? Do I have the animation player? Do I need to just copy paste all this in there? What do I already have in the end room? Yeah, I don't have that animation player. But I don't need to animate anything. I just need the other thing to change. That's right. So yeah, we'll open this stuff again. It's already open. Yeah, we're gonna copy paste all this and then delete what we don't need. Yeah, it just goes up to here. Okay, we'll take that and then we'll go to end room and click on the script. And we'll just paste it down at the end. Or do I already have it in here? I don't think I do. Let's check with these. Node, button down, mouse entered. We don't have mouse exited though. Now the mouse entered is just to play the hover sound. So I guess we already do have it. We'll just have to go through and make or no, that's for the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, same thing with these. Alright, well, it might be just a little bit of coding. Do you guys actually want to watch me code? This is something I could do off screen, because it's kind of boring. I'm like that with music. I'll try to get something done, but I'll just end up listening to songs for inspiration and forget what I was doing. Yep, yeah. Well, still distracted. Like singing to music or just distracted. Yeah, that's valid. I've done that a lot too, where I've been like, I don't know how to do this. I need to look up a tutorial, and then I go to YouTube and like look up the tutorial, and then I'll scroll down through the search options and then click on something that's not the tutorial. Yep. Bro, you're such a legend. Love your content. Hey, thanks. Toby. How's it going, Toby? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, that was a little bit ago. There is a delay. I didn't set it to ultra low latency so I can read the chats on time, so forgive me. There's going to be a little bit of delay between you posting your chat and me actually reading it. But I do try to read everything and on stream and at least respond to it. If I miss if you say something and I don't respond to it and you feel like I should, just post it again and hopefully I'll see it. I most of the time I'm not skipping stuff because I don't want to read it. It's just because I get distracted, as you have probably seen many times already. Yeah, so porting this over is just a bunch of really boring code. So I think we won't do that on stream. I think we're going to move over to the making music section of this stream, which means everybody's going to be like, I'm out, because they'd want to watch me make code instead of, I don't know, maybe I should do the code part because people are more interested in that. But no, we're going to keep being consistent, and we'll jump over to LMMS. And off screen, when nobody's watching, I'll go and add that code in, and I'll show you guys how I did. I'll try to do it between today and tomorrow. How's that sound? You guys can keep me accountable. If you join the stream tomorrow, you have to say, hey, did you do that code thing that you said you're going to do? And if not, dox me. Don't dox people. I didn't really mean it. I don't really want to get doxxed. All right. There we go. And I'm gonna ban from YouTube, aren't I? I'm gonna get in all sorts of trouble. Oh. Plugins. Okay, what kind of song should we make today? Well, we're gonna make some kind of song. Obviously, let me log in though. I can't log in that way. I gotta log in this way. I don't know why it makes me log in so often. It's kind of lame. Oh, wrong password. Let's try again. I think I just typed it too fast. It's kind of a long password. That should be the password. Why is it? Oh, I misspelled Gmail. That's why. Hang on. 1 second. Any day now, we'll actually get it right. Okay, I got it. Boom. Shakalaka. He asked for it. Well, we know what to do now. Don't dox anyone. Except for, yeah, only me. If you could find me. You might have to get, like, Rainbolt on the job. Well, we know what to do now. Themes for each person in the capsule thingy. There was a guy, actually, I forget who it was. I think it was Rob from the Discord server. He was, I want to say it was him. It might have been somebody else. They were trying really hard to figure out where I'm from. And every time I was on a stream or something else where I said, like, he was just trying to at least narrow down what state I'm from. And every time I was on a stream where I would actually say what state I'm from, he just would happen to have just gotten off or just wasn't around. And so he knows I'm from the US, but he could never narrow down which state, even though I've said it several times. Yeah. Okay, let's make some music. Some nice music. We'll do it with, we should use some more of that that stuff that we got, the synths. We should use some more of these synths. I figured it out. Artindi lives on Earth in the Milky Way. Oh, shoot! Just narrowed it down. Well, you are correct. You've gotten that close. You can even say the U.S., the United States, because that is also true. You could say Idaho. That is also true. I live in Idaho. Dun, dun, dun. Idaho scored. I can't remember who did it, but there was some kind of poll or something, and it scored #1 as the most boring state, which is weird because it's like, I think it's people that are not in the state voting it that way, because it's like, I'm not going to say it's the most entertaining state, but I don't think it's the most boring state by far. Like, there's a lot to do here. In fact, if you like to do outdoor stuff, Idaho is like the second most mountainous state out of all the states, and there's tons of things that you can do. You just got to drive for a little bit, and man, you can reach all sorts of fun things. That one's called Dust Collector. It's probably going to stay that way. That's kind of cool. Let's try this. Let's try it out. What key should we do? The key of this key? I think we've done that key already, haven't we? The key of G? Yeah, key of G. What's that from? Dun 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 dun. That's Harry Potter. Harry Potter 3. Buckbeak's theme. That's what it is. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Rob is Torbers, right? Yeah, Roz, yeah, that guy. Yep. I believe it was him who was trying to figure out how to dox me for a long time, but he never could. The really strange thing is that after sending you that email, I continued developing the game for about a year, and it was only 2 or 3 weeks ago that I figured out how to make a modular automation system. Oh, nice. That's a long time, but I assume you weren't working on it like all the time either. So let's go to here. Now. Maybe we can copy the first part of the Harry Potter theme. That's way too long. We gotta shorten that up a little bit. That sucks. I don't like that at all. That's awful. We need to make something better. Could this just be the chord progression though? Maybe we just go here, and then we'll go to this one, and then we'll go back to this one, and then go to that one. There. I'm not in love with it, but I don't know. Maybe we just need a little bit more depth to it. That's a really high note. That sounds awful. It's not good. Let's bring the tempo down to 120. Let's look up some chord progressions. Chord progressions. Major chord progressions. Are we in a major key? Should we do a minor key? That's always fun. I love this key. This is probably one of my favorites. Let's see, C, D, A. The key is that A? I don't know what keys are. No, because this is G. C, D, B. This is B. I can't do alphabet. Which plugins are you using to get all those instruments? That's the VST plugin is Labs. Labs plugin. It's pretty great. We got a lot of different instruments. We can download more. We downloaded a few last time. We made some. You were here, weren't you? Yeah, I think you were here. So we downloaded this one last time, Classic Synths, as well as the bass guitar. And I think we're going to switch to the bass guitar because that just makes a lot more sense for the chord progression. Oh, wait, we could do this. That sounds original. Should we do that? That's a great beat. We'll use that. Dum 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 dum. Oh yeah, and a kick drum to that. It's like dum 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 dum, and the kick drum will be. Psh, 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 psh. That sounds like a hit. If the music is for your game, I would try to make the music futuristic, kind of like the Portal 2 OC. So this music actually is not for the game. This music is for streaming. Because if you've noticed, this whole stream, we haven't played any music. So what we've been doing is, since I started streaming last week, a week ago today, started streaming more. I stopped streaming for like quite a few months. But since we started streaming again, every day that we stream, we're writing a song during the second half. And so we already have 4 songs. And once we get to like 7 or 8 or maybe more, then we can start playing them in the background as I stream. And it'll be my own music. It won't be able to, nobody can copy strike me, and validly copy strike me at least. And I can feel confident about playing music that has the vibe that I want for my streams, instead of having to look for something that maybe has the vibe and hope that they don't copy strike me, or using guaranteed non-copyrighted music, but then it's lame, you know? So it's a little harder to do that. If I make my own music, though, then I don't have to worry about it. So that's what we're doing, at least for the first maybe 2 weeks of streaming. Oh, but I hate that so much. We're just gonna go for it, or I don't know. Is that good enough? Maybe it just needs a little bit more flavor. It always sucks when you first start. It's always like, man, this is awful, and then after a while you're like, okay, I'm feeling it now. Although last time I had like a beat in mind, I had everything in mind, and it was great. We had some stuff really fast. Let's get that going. Speaking of music for games, you know, Schmirk. If any of y'all need music for your I see what you're saying. Speaking of music for your games, you know, makes a smirk. If any of y'all need music for your games, I'm always open. Please, I'll do anything. He's willing. He wants to try. Well, yeah, if you guys need music, reach out to Raspberry Python. Might be able to help you. So we're going to add, it's Foghorn. It's got some bass to it. What if we just add that? Let's try it out. Just copy that down. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, let's add drum. Some kind of drum beat to it. It's like 60 clicks just to get to this plugin. If you can't make music for your game, SpongeBob alarm clock sound the entire time. Yeah, that'd be great. I wish I could watch, but it's 3 a.m. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, sleep is important though. But thanks for joining for what you did, or even if it's just for a few seconds. Glad you could at least chat that you wish you could be here. I wish you could be here too, but sleep is also very important. Sadly, this is when I have to stream, so people on the other side of the world have a little bit of a harder time. But catch you later either way. Maybe we'll stream in the morning some Saturday. I wasn't able to stream in the morning last Saturday because I had to do stuff in the morning that took priority, but I did stream in the evening, which made it a little hard. But maybe this Saturday we can do some more. Actually, no, I can't do it this Saturday either. Shoot. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming on this Saturday at all, probably. Oh, well. Okay, let's do drums. That's what we're doing. Should we do... Oh, wait, the drums used to be at the top. Now it's here. Give me the drums. Or there's the alternative beat that we can get from this one. I think. Yeah. We get this guy. But all the rest of the drums in this one kind of suck. Maybe those are okay. That one's weird. I just like this. It has a really like nice artificial thump to it, you know. Wait, sleep is important? Yeah, I guess so. I wish it wasn't. I hate sleeping so much. Such a waste of time. Okay, that makes sense. Am I missing... Did I miss anybody's chats that were important? Maybe Reality is warping just so he never figures it out. That could be. The music is for your game, right? No, it's for streaming. Yeah, I think I got everything. I think I'm caught up on chats. So be good. Okay, let's just do the classic drums. If we want some more oomph to it, then we can go add that other drum in as well. Yeah, that's a little too much. Like, we don't actually want to straight up copy the Seven Nation Army. Except maybe we do. Dun dun dun. No, we'll shake it up. I like having my beats offset sometimes. It's a little fun. Makes it weird. Have we done this one already? Have we done that beat? Here's another one. Wait, what? It doesn't sound good to me. I think I liked it better back here. But we could probably just have it be a snare drum. It's supposed to be like there. Well, you're making a music program? That's sick. Not quite making a music program. I'm making a music song using someone else's program. This is LMMS. It's open source. I'd like to make a music program, but I don't think I'm that skilled at all. So I'm not even going to try. Actually, it's kind of overrated. I'm going to watch anyway. That's probably unhealthy. People are talking about what state you're in on Discord. Oh, what state am I in on Discord? What's going on Discord? Why can't I open Discord? Oh, that's not Discord. Am I in a state? I'm going to pull it up here. What's going down? Artindi just said which state he's from. And like I see. Not like what state condition I'm in, but what state I'm in the US. I see what you're talking about. You sillies. You big sillies. I feel like you could add a tremolo. What's a tremolo? I don't know what that is. Is that like... This is definitely a tremolo. That actually doesn't sound bad. Could be better though. I think it's going to need some variation, so if we copy pasted it over, then we can have a double beat here to lead up to a repeat. Then we can move these around just to throw everybody off. I'm not in love with it. I think maybe these are too loud. Yeah, you can't really hear them. There, let's try that. Isn't that a hat? It's a vibrato, is a rapid slight change in pitch. Oh, that sounds difficult. Tremolo is when an instrument goes whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, fun. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna learn how to do it right now either, because I'm lazy. I'm just trying to get some songs out. These songs don't have to be good. They just have to be passable for, you know, the background of a stream. Why do you put your live streams in private? Oh, is it set to private still? Oh, maybe that's why nobody's joining. Let's see. Is it still? How do I? Let's see. That's stupid. No, it's public. Yeah, it's public. I've done that before. I've had it still set to like unlisted. Yeah, after it's over, I set it to unlisted, not private. If it's set to private, nobody can watch it except me. If it's set to unlisted, then if you have a link, you can watch it. And what that does is it keeps my page on YouTube from being overcluttered. So when you go to a YouTube page, if I could do that right here. So here's my YouTube page. I watch my own videos. Check it out. Well, apparently not that one. So if I didn't do that, then it would show up in the list of videos. Like if you go to click on videos, it would take up these spaces. So I've already done 7 streams, which means that these videos would have been pushed down and nobody watched them. And I'd rather people watch the videos that I've put more time and effort into than the streams. Not that they don't take time and effort, but you know, there's just much higher quality, much more impact, I guess, for these videos to be more easily findable. So if I set it to unlisted but keep it in a playlist, then you can still find them in the playlist, and because then you have a link to it. So unlisted is what I set them to after the stream is over, because that way it doesn't get deleted or whatever. So yeah, that's why you don't need theory as long as song sounds good. Exactly, that's what I say. All the streams are in a playlist. Yep. I see. Really, I thought it was a pitch. No, it's a vibrato. No, vibrato is pitch. Yes. Oh, I hit a button. Cancel. Okay. Let's try that. That's good enough. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. This probably sounds stupid. It's passable. Now we need more. I'm gonna make it twice as long so we can feel it. You sound like my friend trying to pronounce musical terms. Please stop. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'll never stop. You can't make me. Did I pronounce vibrato wrong? It's probably pronounced like officially some way, but that's how everybody pronounces it. Vibrato? Vibrato. 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 Because I pronounce it Spanish. Vibrato. Vibrato. How about that? It's probably more like Italian though, actually. You're pronouncing the terms in a funny way. Nice. Is my my heavy Western accent coming through? My heavy Western accent coming through on those? I would pronounce that vibrato. Vibrato. That's definitely pronounced vibrato. It's Italian in origin. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We need something more. Let's do like a little like high pitch, like doot 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 doot, or something like that. Something as annoying as possible. That's what we're gonna do here. I just realized how annoying that could be, and it could be very annoying. We don't actually want it to be annoying, obviously, because it's going to be in the background of a stream. But I think it could work. But it has the potential of becoming annoying, so we got to be careful. Here we might be able to do a synth again, but we need something a little higher. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Let's try it. Italian. Italian. In Spanish, it's Italiano. Magneto, if he controlled vibrations instead of metal. Just playing the How to Fail theme on loop. Yeah, I could do that. I've been getting a lot of comments lately from random people that are like, I love this series, but now that I'm on episode 20 from 1, the music is grinding. It's killing me. Yeah, there's like 27, 28 episodes. Yeah, if you were to watch all of them from the beginning, just and then you have that music playing for what would be like 2 hours worth of content. Yeah, that would probably make anybody explode. Wait, make a refix of the How to Fail music. do. It's a very good idea. So wait, the idea I had, the do. Oh wait, did I not? What can I make? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Let's see, what key was it in? I can't remember. G? No. Yeah, it was in this key, right? Let's look again. Yeah, okay. It's one of my favorite keys. But I like to play this key in minor. Nope, too soon. Da. Nope. Da. Da. I don't think I have the key right. I don't. What key do I go to? Yeah, what key was that? What the heck? Yeah. Oh, yeah, here. Yeah, we can move this to here. And this one. There. Let's see what it does now. Shifting a few of the notes over by like an eighth can make them sound really catchy. Which notes? Some of these notes? Or are you saying when they play by an eighth? You don't mean shifting the tone, but shifting the shifting when they play. Dun 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 dun. That's what I want to do. Dun 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 dun. That doesn't sound good. Princess Kirby, please remind me what syncopation means. Yeah, that's a lot better. But that also means the keys are going to be in a weird spot because it returns at like a halfway. Let's see. Music is all about the variation in the melody. So this has to be cut halfway down and then return to the home key. I think music, having variety is great, but you also want predictability. What makes music satisfying is the person listening to it can predict where it's going to go, because that you get that buildup of like progression, and that's why music often has this feeling of building up and then release. Because, for example, the fifth key, which is this one, so we have the home key. We're in the key of B here. I don't know, a C, B, D. Key in the D here. I can't count. The key of D here. The fourth key leads to the fifth key, and the fifth key feels like it gets resolved when you return to the home key. And so, I don't know if you could hear that very well, but that's even what we're doing here. We're going first, fifth, fourth, fifth again, and then back to the home key. And so when you hear it go to the fifth, you feel like, oh, any second now it's going to go back home, and then it does. And people can feel that naturally, and when they can predict it coming, they feel satisfaction, and that's what makes music enjoyable. So predictability in music is something you want to have, with variety, of course, and with a good beat and other things. There's a lot to make music good, but one of the things I think is overlooked is predictability in music. So the dominant fifth leads to home, the first. Yes. So, which I think that's what we're doing here. I just got to make sure I get my crap. I copied nothing. Let's go back. Copy. Accidentally copied instead of pasted. Pasted. That's a word. Okay, let's hear it. See what it sounds like. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, it's also fun to break the predictability if you want to unsettle the audience. Exactly. Yeah. As long as if I can't talk. I had a thought and I was going to say it, but then I just couldn't use my mouth. That's pretty good. Okay, now we don't have to keep that same chord progression for stuff that's in between. So we could go back to this. And have that repeat, or have some variety in that. I think the melody is a little weak though. It feels too plain. keep hearing my door. That's my wife coming in to like grab things. She's about to actually leave. I think they just left. So, yeah. She's grabbing like the keys and stuff for the car. Lol, do you mean surprise or genuinely just getting them to be like, that's spooky? You can do both, I think. Especially with like scary music. If you're trying to make music for like a horror game or something, then you want it to be unsettling. But if you want a song to be like a hit or satisfying, then you got to have that goodbye wife Tindy. I'm sure she would love to say goodbye, but she's already gone. Might also be the case, to be honest. Yeah. But even in those types of songs, you want it to still be satisfying. Like you can deliver a certain emotion, but you want them to feel like, yeah, that music sounded like the way it should, instead of like, what were they thinking? Why did they think that would sound good? This is just stupid, right? So, yeah. Music theory is fun. So I think maybe what we need is a second instrument supporting that melody, possibly with the exact same notes, but also possibly with new notes completely. But we'll just try the exact same notes because that's easy, and then we'll go from there. So we need something that's just as punchy. We could do like these ones, not those ones. Yeah. Let's try that, because it has just as much of a staccato. It's not playing anything. Can we just not hear it? It's just so quiet. Let's change the octave though, actually. That might be too quiet as it goes. Let's see. Yeah, you can't really hear it. That's weird. You watch too much Jaws, Kirby. Minor seconds can be also useful. Minor seconds. So that would be like... Here's this one. Minor would be this one. I can't play that. Or I just wasn't making noise. I believe you. So it's undetectable. Maybe if we add both in. Let's try that. That's with. Here's without. Oh yeah, it does make a difference. Just makes it a little bit stronger. Yeah, that's definitely better with it. Yeah, it's 2 notes and a half step apart. 2 notes and a half step apart. This one? Wait. I believe you. I'm not gonna look it up. I think we have our chord progression that we'll probably stick to. Like E and F. So okay, so it'd be, if this is C, D, C, B, D, then we'd have E and F. Or no, that's A. C, C, B, D, F. Or is this E? Maybe C, D, E. Oh, I've been saying the wrong thing. Okay, we got A, B, C, D, E, F. So you're saying use F. Except for a minor it would be, yeah, it'd be a full step, wouldn't it? Here, let me show you something real quick. I learned to play piano. Here's my virtual piano. I learned to play piano this way. The way I find notes is, oh god, all these ads and stuff, get out of here. The way I find notes is by the treble clef. Let me see if I could bring that up too. Music clefs images. Okay, so is that big enough? Are we gonna be able to see it? What the? Ugh. There, close enough. Just there, cover the whole screen. My goodness. All right, so man, just give me a good image of that. Here we go. Okay, so here's that. On the piano keyboard, you have middle C, which is here, which is like somewhere here. But the way that I find the keys is by just memorizing where the bottom line is, the middle line, and the top line. So the bottom line's here, middle line's here, and the top line's here. And then just based on where those three are, I can find the rest of the notes. So if there's a note on this line, I know that's that far up from the bottom line or that far down from the top line. So each space and each line counts as a white note. So if it's the space right here, you'd know it's one down from the middle. If it's this space right here, you know it's one down from the top line. So that bottom, middle, and top line are this line, and this line. And then the same thing on this side, it's this one, and this one. And you use the knowledge of where the black keys are to find that. So this is in like the top half of these three black notes. This one's in the middle of these two black notes. This one's in the bottom half of these three black notes below middle C, which is here. And on the other side, it's above these two black notes, above these three black notes, and below these three black notes for each line respectively. And with that knowledge, you can find any note extremely fast, because all you have to know is those 6 notes, and you can find any note here quickly, and you don't have to ever know what the names of the keys are or anything. And then if they have a sharp or a flat, then you just know it's whatever that is, up one half step, down 1/2 step, depending on if it's sharp or flat. So, can you tell I'm getting mad? Wait, where do you get a minor use of half steps? Wait, what are you talking about? I love how the stream just attracted a whole bunch of music nerds. I love nerding out over music. I don't know anything about music. Well, now you do. Now you know how to find music notes, and it's actually proven to be one of the quickest ways to teach somebody how to find notes on a keyboard, at least for playing piano, than any other way. Like memorizing acronyms to represent things. Like I think FACE is one of them. You got FACE. And I remember that from when I first learned to play piano. But then later somebody showed me this way and I was like, oh, that's so much easier. And it's very visual and just you can pick it up. And even adults can pick it up. Like a lot of people think you have to learn how to play when you're a kid, otherwise you'll never learn. Which kids always, they're like sponges. They can learn things a little easier sometimes. But even adults, when they use this method, they can play piano like within a few weeks. They can learn it super fast. It's crazy. It's okay, Judah. At least you're not blatantly wrong about certain stuff. We got a music knowledge guru here. But some music theory. Yeah, well, I don't know if you're talking to me. Are you maybe talking to Judah or somebody? I know some music theory. I know enough to get by, and I can play by ear excellently, and I can read music to some extent, but not nearly as well. Yeah, face, fab, abd, ek. Yeah, did you memorize all those? And those are, I couldn't. I never wanted to memorize any of those. I did memorize some of them, or there's like every good boy does fine or whatever. I think that's the every good boy does fine. Yeah, that's what it is. I can't remember any of the ones on the bottom because they're stupid. But why would you memorize that and then also have to memorize what the letters are here and then have to translate that to here? That was just way too difficult. And I was doing it naturally because I learned that the line that crosses this circle right here is this key. And then I would use that to like, okay, I know where that key is. And I can find whatever other key, right? But that's a much faster way without ever having to do any translation. It's just one step. You find the note, and then you find the note you're looking for, right? It's so fast. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like the Stravinsky method or something. I'll have to look it up. Oh, I can't remember. The piano guys. Do you know Piano Guy from YouTube? Piano Guys. They make a lot of like music videos where they're playing piano and violin on like dramatic places like the Great Wall of China or on the Grand Canyon or whatever. The guy who plays piano in that came up with that method, and he made a book, and I used that book to learn how to play piano. So it's really great. I'm getting really good at pitch recognition. Oh, that's good. For bass clef, good burritos don't fall apart. Is that's they good burritos don't fall apart. So there is some truth to that. Yes, that one piano guy from Street, State, and Country. No, like the piano guys, they're super famous. I'm gonna look them up. Piano guys. You might even recognize them after we bring it up here. Yeah, these guys. The piano guys, and they did a Star Wars one. Let's see, the most popular. Here's Beethoven's Fifth. They do a lot of like Coldplay even. But they'll play in like really dramatic locations. Here's Kung Fu Panda on the Great Wall of China. Born Identity. I wonder if I watch one of these, my stream will get copy struck. I should try. Let's see. What's their most interesting one? Before you go, yeah, they play a lot of really cool stuff. I had to look up Piano Guys Star Wars. That'll probably be the best one. Star Wars. Definitely get copy struck. Yeah, check this guy out. Cello Wars. This was made 13 years ago, so maybe you guys are as old as this video is, but let's see. Let's get to it. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, piano guys. But the guy who actually plays piano, let's see if we can find him somewhere. We'll go back to Piano Guys. Was this the How to Train Your Dragon? Oh, it's just the music. I want to see them actually like doing it. Okay, or let's do this one. I want to see him actually playing the instruments. So that this guy, the guy playing the piano, he came up with this method that I'm talking about, where you follow the lines and then you can play whatever, and it works. It's amazing. As soon as I learned that, I was like, oh, okay, I can find notes easy now. So I recommend trying it out or looking it up. I forgot what his name is, but here, I'll look it up just in case you're interested. Piano Guys Cast. Will that find me the John Schmidt? That's the guy, John Schmidt. He came up with the John Schmidt method. You can call it that. Yes, that one piano guy from Street. So I showed who it was. That's really hard. I get really good at pitch recognition. Are my chats not catching up? Or are you guys just not chatting? You're too busy watching them play Star Wars. Okay, let's get back to writing this song. We're taking forever. I feel like instead of just going back to a lame chord progression, I should do something like boom, 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 boom. Right? Should be like a little faster than that, isn't it? It's like dum, dum. Dun, 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 dun. And the beat has to match it. What's this music for? What's up, Artindi? Permage767. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be music that plays in the background of my streams. So eventually I won't have boring streams with no music. I'll have interesting streams. I'll have boring streams with music. That's instead of boring streams without music, I'll have boring streams with music. Super MJ. Oh, that's what it is. I see. Super MJ 767. How's it going? Welcome. Good question, though. Yeah, it's for streams. It's not necessarily for a game. I have music somewhat already developed for the game. That'll be fun to put in once we get it in. But yeah, that's what we got. I think it has to repeat again. Like dun 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 dun. We do something like that. Since it's almost the same, I'm just gonna copy paste it. If I could select it, there we go. I think I'm supposed to just hold control, and then yeah, I just hold control. It's like I've done that before without having to do that. So we dun 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 dun, and we're gonna go dun 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 dun. It's just like inverted. Dun dun. How deep do I do? Do I go down to here? Nope, too deep. Da 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 da. There we go. Then maybe we can have this play again. Yeah. Is the title of the stream saying that you are polishing the stream itself, or are you just getting sidetracked? So for the first half of the stream, we were actually polishing the game for quite a bit. Here's the game. This game. So for this last week and this week, the second half of every stream, we're making music. And the first half of the stream, we're working on the game. After this week, I believe, it'll be just working on the game, because then we'll have plenty of music to play in the streams. I don't know if you can even hear me over the sound of the game. But today, we've already done a bunch of stuff. We fixed the bubbles in the end room, which were these. When someone was already saved, the bubbles were still appearing. So we fixed that. That was a super easy fix. And then we also did something else. What did we do? I can't remember. Oh, we made it so it was more obvious when your shield breaks. You have a shield that's hanging out, that little blue shield, and when you take damage, the shield is supposed to break. And someone pointed out that it's not super obvious when it breaks, so we made it a little bit more obvious. That's the revival, by the way. So shield breaks and it goes, pew, it kind of expands, and a blue light turns off. So now you don't have the blue light anymore. But then when the shield is on, you have, oh, okay, you just die, I guess. I can't show you. So when the shield's on, then you have the blue light, and it reappears and stuff. And that's, you know, it's fun stuff. I need to re-enable those because that's getting annoying. So now we're getting distracted from working on music. Where? What? What? Oh, that's the reset stats. Right here. False. False and false. Okay. We're good. So now it doesn't take a bajillion hits to kill a robot each time, and there's not as many robots spawning as there. There we go. It's just 3 hits instead of 5. And if you get a crit, it's just 1. But in this game, you lose abilities as you go, so you might end up being really slow and have a smaller attack as you lose abilities. Yeah, I'm definitely getting distracted. Are we not going to get a song done today? We're 4 for 4 so far. Every stream I've made a song so far. So we'll see if we can do it again. Let's copy that over so we get the same beat all the way through. And then that starts back up again. Do we need more bass? I think you can never have too much bass, right? Do we need to add the brutalizer? One of the best instruments ever invented. Ever invented. You guys saying stuff and I've been missing it. Ooh, I love the sound effects. Hey, thanks. Or did the title just not? Is that the title of the stream saying that you were okay? The title, yeah. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. Would be a good feature maybe. A bit of look ahead too. That would be cool, but that's hard. So yeah, that's too hard. I don't want to. Have you thought about smooth camera movement? You guys trying to make my life hard with smooth camera movement? Who are you? Who even are you? You're meanies, that's who you are. Yeah, I would make it move to the position halfway to the player and mouse cursor. Just keep it smooth. That way, as you like move the mouse really far up, then the camera will kind of. I don't know. We'll have to see. That could be a thing, but we'll have to see. If I could think of an easy way to do that. I think I'd spend like hours just trying to figure that out, though, because I ain't that smart. It makes sense, though. Wonder when he'll read chat, lol. Right now. Nailed it. I see your streams a long time ago, and I can see you're still working on it. How's your game coming along? It's coming along good. See, that's a chat from a little bit ago. Okay, we're going to add the brutalizer, because I love the brutalizer. Best instrument ever. Let's put it right here. That's not deep enough. We need more. You can't even hear that bottom one. Let's see. That sounded like it's trying to die. Like it's like, kill me! Let's just do this. That's kind of fun. Rob, I'm gonna go repo. Good luck on your game, bro. Thank you. What's repo? Is that a game? That's that new game, right? I'll keep the player and the cursor visible. There's tutorials for probably. I'm sure there probably are. Yeah. Oh boy, Artindi and his brutalizer. Please don't kill your notes. Be right back. I gotta take out the trash. Take out the trash. That's what I say whenever I play a MOBA. Time to take out the trash. Because I'm all that and then some. That's why. Are you heading out? Oh wait, you're talking to the other guy. He's heading out too. Have fun taking out the trash too. He's taking out the trash. He's not even listening to any of this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this over, not control, just move it to there. Now we need to just make something simple to play in between. So it's gonna be something really simple, kind of boring, and then every once in a while it's just gonna all of a sudden be like, whoa! It's just the kind of thing that you don't want in a stream song, now that I think about it, but that's what I want to do, so we're going to do it. In order to do that, we're going to take this this beat, the beat here. We're going to take this beat right over to here. And we're going to simplify it. We're going to remove out this guy and this, and it's just going to be the beat. And we're going to simplify it even more. I think we're just going to do like a regular lame beat like this, which is what we were avoiding initially, actually, because it sounded too much like Seven Nation Army. Watch. Seven Nation Army. Hear it? So we're going to just do that, and we're going to carry over something simple as well. I wonder if we could just do this one. Or we could carry over the brutalizer. Maybe that's the way to go. But then we extend this out. I think that beat is just too aggressive. Maybe we have to actually reduce the... We'll do it every other beat. Like this. Okay, we need a different note or a different instrument. It can't be any of the instruments that we already have. You have to surprise the people watching. How to, in what way? In what way? I'll just like hide underneath my desk and then pop my head up for the webcam that I don't have. Did I scare you? I just go underneath and pop up. Booga booga. Okay, we could do something like one of these. Let's try it. Does that sound too, like, unsettling? Yeah, it does. And this drum beat is too strong. I think we might need to bring in that other drum set because it has a little bit of a toned down feel. Where is it? And I think that might work a little bit better. A little bit better for the stream song. And that's also here. this drum. Yeah, it's a little bit more muted. It's not as rock band styled, and so I think it will work a little bit better. Yeah, and that's the same note too. So. I don't love this though, so we're definitely going to have to change that to a different instrument. Something that could be held long. Nope. All these are unsettling. I need something that's not like horrible. Guitar. Those are plucks. That's kind of cool. Look at the note. Lowest note is the one we need to. Let's try this. Just play your game OST during the stream. That's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of the songs from Void Titan and play them in the background too. I think that will probably sound pretty good. And we're going to need a transition as well, because going from this to what's about to happen is not going to feel good. It almost should be two different songs, honestly. Where did you learn how to make music? I have a friend who's really trying to learn. I took piano lessons when I was little from many different teachers, and we kind of discussed this a little bit already. Eventually, one of my teachers introduced me to the John Schmertz, or whatever it is. Who is it? John Schmidt, the John Schmidt method, and it helped a lot to learn how to play piano. But even while I was taking lessons from all my teachers, I always had more of an interest in playing by ear than actually reading the notes that they were wanting me to read. And so I can sit down at a piano and play an original song that sounds decently good. Not trying to brag or anything, but like that I can do that. I can sit down and just play a good enough that people are like, "What song is that?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. I made it up just now," because I do. And then that's it. And then after that, it's never gonna get played again because I made it up. I played it and I never wrote it down, and now it's gone. So I've played many songs that have existed once because I played them once. But then if someone asked me to read notes and they set like a songbook in front of me and say, "Can you play this?" I'm like, kinda, and I can struggle through it, but not very well. So yeah, with this, because it's digital and I can move things around and just play by ear, it's kind of the same thing, except it's more permanent because it's not going to go away as soon as I'm done playing it. So, but yeah, just some music lessons. There's a lot of resources to learn how to play piano out there, but if you do want to learn how to play piano and not just make music, I would definitely do the John Schmidt method. Look that book up, order it on Amazon or something. If you're just trying to make music, there's lots of music theory stuff that you can watch for free and learn from there. But yeah, that's what I suggest. But welcome to the stream, Ryan Pog. This is you just barely joined, right? I'm not. Oh no, you've been around. You commented once before. I'm scrolling up through. But yeah, I didn't notice your comment before. All you said was like "oi" or something, and I didn't see that. So welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed you joining earlier, but yeah. This is a cool feel though. It's just like a single note with a beat. It's nice. We might have to split this up into 2 songs. So maybe what we'll do today is, instead of completing one of these songs, we'll have 2 songs that we can now work on. We'll take this, put it somewhere else, make it its own song, and we'll take this and actually find something that works for in between. This song is way too I wanted to have like really chill, and then all of a sudden like it builds up into it, and then suddenly like whoa. But I think these are too distinct of feels to pull that off. Maybe I could pull it off, but it'd take a lot of work, and I don't want to put that much time into songs that are just going to be played in the background for streams. So we'll have this, and we'll have this as 2 separate songs. So today we won't be completing a song, sadly. It's the first day that we break it, but tomorrow we'll get at least one of these done, if not both of them, because we have 2 starts of songs. Sup, just joined. Hey, Socks friend. About time you got here. Now the party can start. We've been chilling on this stream for 2.5 hours, bored to death, waiting for you, but now we can finally start doing something. All right, guys, today we're going to be working on some coding things in my game, and we haven't done any work yet because we've been waiting for Sock's friend this whole time. And so we just started. I just opened things, and this is the first time we've even looking at the game, and now we're going to work on something. Maybe I stuck to that bit a little too long. I think I did. Welcome in either way. Yeah, I don't know. What should we do now? Oh, I know what we can do. We can make a level, or at least start one. I figured out how to do that. In a past stream, we're like, hey, let's make a level, or let's make a section, but then I couldn't remember how. I remember how now. So there, now we can do that. But with the wall tiles, which are these, all you got to do is go to terrain. Or no, is it? Yeah, it's terrain. Just like this one, and then pencil, and then you can just like draw. So what we could do is we could open this up nice and wide, or even wider than that, and then we can just draw whatever shape we want this level to be. So I'm trying to think of something that we haven't done before. I don't think I have a just massive open room. I have a few that are relatively open, but then I always fill it up with other things. So we could do like a big open room, but then, yeah, I think I always start like this, and then I end up changing it to not that. So, because obviously if it's a big open room, why would they walk all the way over here when they could just go straight? Like if they realize that the entrance and exit to every room is always just, bottom and top, then they'll just go instead of exploring what's over here, unless they're trying to get points. But even then, why would they do that? So I think the solution to that is to force them around the room a little bit, compel them to participate. But then if we do that, then we don't really actually need all that. So we could just have it go this way, then that way, and then I don't know, another way. We cut that off actually. No, let's keep it going all the way over to here, and we'll open this up just a little bit and have a little gap. But then we'll also force them to come down around by having this like this, and we can put saws in between these gaps, so that way they'll either have to jump the saw if they want to keep going, or go all the way around. And then yeah, and then we could do the same thing here. We could do like a little bit of a zigzaggy bit. Yeah, I like that. Well, actually I don't like where this one is. Let's move it over. Okay, and then let's expand this a little bit, so there's a little bit more room around there. And then this spot, what if we actually, this room is going to be annoying to get through, so look how big it is. What if we did that as well? We'll bring this corner in and this corner in. And then I don't think we need this as wide as it is. Bring that down and have this be a doorway. Like that. Cool. So we could put like one enemy in here, maybe one saw, and then we'll have a few saws split out and enemies. I could put an extra obstacle just for funsies, like right here. right there, so it can go either way. Let's fill this in actually. There. That looks pretty good. Here we go. Layout established. Let's cut this back and let's do something like this. There. Well, let's line it up with the thing on the other side. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. So now, robot spawners, we can instantiate a robot spawner. This will decide where robots spawn, and we can just stick them around. So we'll put one there, and we'll put one there, and we're going to fill the space up plentifully. Oops. And then we're going to turn half of them off, because one of the people you set free will make it so more enemies spawn. And so we'll have half of them be set to be turned off, and the other half will be full participation. That's actually a lot. That's plenty. So the way we'll do that is we'll select them manually this way. And then here I have a built-in export. And if it is extra, then that means it won't spawn unless you've unlocked that particular what would it be called? That particular hazard. You've made that hazard more difficult. So we'll go through and like every other one will turn off or turn on. Turn this on, but it effectively turns them off. Okay, we'll do this one, that one, this one, and this one. We'll leave 2, and we'll move this guy to there. Here we go. And then we can collapse this, so we have all our robot spawns. And then we will add some, it's called danger floors. I can't believe I named it that. I didn't know that they were going to be saws, and so I just named them danger floor. But that's what it is. It's a saw. There it is. And we need it to lock onto the smart snapping. Use pixel snap, and I need use grid snap. Okay, and then we'll put 1 saw and 2 saw in here. We'll put another saw right there. Do a saw here and a saw. Can move it here, and then we'll do 2. We'll do 4 here, just because. Why not? We'll have to move that robot over a little bit. There. And then let's go back to the saws. The danger floors. Can't believe I named them that. We're going to put them all the way through here. I'm back. Did anything involving me happen? It did. You missed it. We talked about all sorts of things, including you. But don't worry, it was nothing too crazy. We'll put saws on the ends of all of these. I might have to move this back a little bit. I'm gonna put it here, and then and this one it's not lined up. It's imperfect. I'll put it off center then. Oh, I should put it off center this way. No, I'll put it this way. We could move this back. There's no reason to leave it there. And I think that'll be good, because we have plenty of saws in the first half. I think, well, no, because it's supposed to get more crazy as you go. So we'll put another one right there. And we'll put one right here and right here. Okay, now we're going to select the ones that we don't want to be that we want to be closed when you start. So we'll do this close one is extra. We'll leave that one. We'll do this one as is extra. We're going to do these two, I think. These two are extra. This one and this one. Then we'll do that one. Then this one. And this one. Okay, let's move that. Let's move that wall back. There. Cool. There we go. We got the hazards in, and we can even try it by instantiating a player into the scene right here. Oh, wrong scene. I gotta. Why isn't it working? Why was it being weird? I think I need more parameters that I'm oh, I know why it's weird. The fade in screen is set to black. I believe that's what it is. So maybe I won't be able to. Isn't there a way to play test it? I don't think I've ever actually play tested them, except I just let them automatically load because they don't really need to play test. There's nothing that complex about them, so we won't bother with that. Let's delete this guy. Delete. Okay. Right. I think there used to be a way to do that, but it just doesn't work now. Okay, now we can decorate it a little bit by adding some decorations. In the decorations, we're going to add some lights, floor lights. Lights we can stick anywhere. Do I normally have a folder for the lights? I think I do. Let's look at section 1. We've got the robots, danger floor, decorations. Nope, the lights are just in there because everything else is the tile sets. Okay, so we're good. So where to go? Section 21. So we'll put the lights right here. We can put the lights anywhere. The sprite is designed that it can be stuck literally anywhere. It can go over lines or just in the center of squares. You can not remember to do it in the center. Here we'll put it right behind the door. Might be cool. And we'll do another one here and across from it there. And then we can do a light right here. And then put one on the other side of that pillar. We'll do a light just in the center of the floor there. Let's put them in front of the pillars in this room, because that's fun. And then we'll do it on pillars here as well. And then how about just one in the middle of the floor and another one middle of the floor, middle of the floor. Let's do a light in the corners. Well, I don't know if I want them in the corners actually, because there might be decorations going there. We'll do one corner. This one we'll put in the middle, and this one also in the middle. I'll put one back here. I don't know why anyone will go back there, but we'll still decorate it just in case. And one here as well. There we go. Now it's lit up. And then we'll do some floor decorations, which is kind of fun. This one is just a tile set. Make this a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing here. How do I zoom in? Right here, zoom in. So we have all these different decorations that we can play around with, and they're a lot of fun. A lot of them are tile sized, but you can overlap them. So here's some like grime that we can put in. I think if I use this and this key, how do I do it again? I can't remember. Why is it? I thought I'm just supposed to click it and then I can put it in there. Patterns, terrains, tiles. No, it should just be click and add. Oh, I need the pencil tool. That's why. Okay, so I could just click on any one of these and then stick them in there. What's nice is the layer is below the wall, so with lots of these grimes, I can put them like this, and it shows up like that behind the wall, which looks good. Let me open that up again. There's a few that can go in corners like this. And then this one is specifically made for inside corners, so I could put it like right there. Yeah. Then there's also these like metal debris bits, but I think we'll do one thing at a time. We'll stick with we'll keep doing the grime stuff until we get to some of the other bits that we can do. We'll put some right there. It's like this. Well, I probably shouldn't do the same one over and over again. Shake it up a little bit. This one's for that inside corner. We'll do another one on this inside corner. Unless it doesn't line up. It's not lining up. Why? Is my grid just too stupid? Here, that'll still work. That's fine. I don't care to fix it right now. Here's one for a wall. And then we can do another one poking out right next to it, and another one even bigger right next to it. So they're kind of overlapping like that. That's pretty cool. We should probably have one of these grimes just like in the middle of the floor. We could do this one. Do it like that. I don't know if I like that actually. I think they look better up against the walls. So we'll remove that one. Get out of here. How's the song going? The song was going good. We ended up making 2 songs, but we're probably just gonna leave it for now. Here, I could do kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's pretty good. We're gonna leave it temporarily for now because it's what it is. And we'll come back to it some other time. Because we got plenty of grime. Now we're gonna do some spills. These kind of look cool. So this is like these oil-ish looking spills. Could stick around and they look pretty decent. That doesn't look good though. Let's do that one with one of these little guys. Zoom in a bit more. Like this guy. Now these ones are meant to be placed on cracks because it kind of like flows with that crack. So we could put it right there. Actually, that might look good. Yes, we got 2 spills. Let's add this other kind of spill. This one's meant to be off of a wall like this. And we'll do this one. And the other thing is you can do them off of any wall if they're large enough. Then you can just stick it like that. And we'll do this little spill next to it, make it look like it's spread a little bit. That's kind of cool. And I don't have enough variety. Didn't make enough, but it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit. It's okay if it repeats a bit. Nobody cares. Do they? If you do, then you're a meanie. Then you're a mean face. That's what you are. Context. What are thoughts? What are those brown streaks? It's just like rust, either rust or dirt. I don't know. It works. Like it looks appealing. I'll show in the course what it looks like. So this looks like that. Just a little bit extra texture as you walk around. So then there's these little bits of metal with screwdrivers. Just makes the environment a little less tile. Just a slightly more interesting. For the amount of time it takes to put it in there, I think it's worth it. Where was it? Section 21. We'll add a few more puddles to this side. And do 2 big puddles and a small puddle next to that too. And another small puddle. There. That's a lot of puddle. Okay, and then there's also these debris bits that we can stick around. I think we'll just plop them around randomly. I had to do them after I do the other stuff. These gears are kind of fun. Put a gear next to this guy and a smaller gear next to that because it'll look cool. Right there. And then the little wrench. And here's a broken gear. Let's put it up one. And this metal piece, it's kind of broken. Put it right there. I think that my grid is too big. Let's see. Configure snap. Is it supposed to be every 4 pixels? I didn't change. Oh, cancel. Configure snap. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Oh well. We'll just go with it. Just a little round piece. Let's put it right there. We were gonna add like destructibles too, and I think I still should, because they look cool. So just one. Let's throw this up right there, and that guy there. Put another one of these in over here. Another wrench, big gear. There. Man, it really died down while I was gone. Maybe the chat, it's kind of gone a little quiet. I don't know. There's still, well, I guess a few people have left, but there's still about the same amount of people when you came back. So I don't know. I think it did kind of die down a little bit. Everybody's just listening, I think, doing other things probably. That's how I like to watch streams. I like to just turn it on and do my own thing while I listen in the background, just lurk a little bit, you know. It's fun. I like doing that. Throw up another broken piece right there. Okay, and then we also have these, which are fun. Here's the pizza box. I actually haven't ever added it into anything. You guys made me make it when we were drawing all these. Do you remember? Does anybody in stream remember me drawing these? Because I drew them on a stream. I'm drawing. It is very fun. Okay, this can just be overlaid on top of stuff, which is great because it looks dope. Put it on top of any tile and just adds a little bit of texture. This one you put on a section of 9x9 tiles, which we'll do right there, and maybe we'll stick one over here too if there's room for it somewhere. Yeah, we can put it right here. And then this one is fun to put next to some spill stains because it is. Put it right there. And then we could put another one right here. And another one just in the middle of the floor right there. And then these vents are kind of cool too. I like to put them in transitional spots, but this scene doesn't have a lot of them. There's one right here, but it doesn't work because of where I put the door. So we could change that by just moving the tiles a little bit. Why not? Just put that like that. And then I can put that there. We'll have to move that one light. Oops. Decorations. Slide that up. Oh, turn back on my grid though. Okay. And then we'll slide this other one up too. And then we can put this tile in right there and there. That's kind of a nice little transition. We'll put this one in just as some decoration. Put it in right there. Seems like a good spot. Maybe we can do it here too. Yeah, it looks kind of good. We'll do it on this side. Oh, I can't. I could do it right here. It works. We'll put some right there and there. We'll put this in again. I also made this fan bit that was supposed to go underneath this piece. and spin, and it would add some animation, but I never actually have added that anywhere. Then here's just a black piece. That means there's like a hole in the floor, but I think that's probably a bad idea. We're just on the stream being chillin'. Yeah, chillin' on the stream. What are you guys up to, though? I mean, we could chat about something. You could try to distract me with some kind of distracting thing. I won't say that it's hard to distract me, because it's definitely easy. I'm getting distracted just trying to talk about how easily I can get distracted. Put one right there. Let's do some of these small ones again. Actually, let's do this one. I like this one. Let's put that here. I think that looks good. Now, there should be a way for me to play test this, because I've done it in the past, and I wonder why it's not working by me just instantiating a player and instantiate child. I need the player scene right there, and it should work, but I wonder what I'm missing. Am I missing the UI? What's in the course that I don't have? So we have sections, floors, player, world environment. That doesn't really do anything in my game, at least. Floor decorations, no. Teleporter, nope. Yeah, I don't know what it is, because the UI is part of the player scene. It's like built onto the player scene. So I don't know what would make it not work. Oh, maybe because it doesn't have any code. Because a normal section does have... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any code attached. Oh, unless it's attached to the... Nope. Yeah, there's no code. It's just a bunch of assets. That's all it is. John Cena is like a undying light that I can always follow if I'm down in the dumps. He's a fan of John Cena, huh? John Cena's alright, and every once in a while he'll play a role that's like, yeah, he was meant for that role. But lots of the times he's just playing himself, right? There's a lot of actors like that. John Cena is one of them. The Rock, I can't stand watching movies with The Rock anymore because he's not a good actor. He plays himself every time. He's just, yeah, it's kind of lame. And then there's a few others like that where they're just in it because they're famous, not because they're a good actor, you know? So, John Cena is all right, though. In the right role, it's like, yeah, that was good. One of his first movies was 12 Rounds, and I didn't know it was John Cena at the time. That movie was crazy. But yeah, I left for 1 minute, and now I'm confused. You should be. Zio Shang, and I forgot the rest of it. Wait, what? I have a scab on my head. I don't know what from. Did I get cut? Kind of hurts. Okay, kid, the thing is made. Section 21 is made. I'm going to save it, and then we can... I really want to play test it, though, and I can't understand why I can't. I have a player and everything. I mean, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, it's not working. Weird. I don't know why that's not working. Why would it not work? I think I know what it is. It's the black, nope, it's the fade out. What's it called? I think it's a universal or an auto load transition screen. Yeah, it's the transitions. Is it the transition screen? Transition screen. Give me the... Okay, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's set to black. So if I set the transition screen to clear and then play the scene. No, it's getting set back. I can just turn it off. There we go. There. Then we can try it out. This level up we just made, or not level, this section. See, and you can see more saws will appear here when if you unlock that hazard, and more robots will spawn as well. This is just a few of them. See, that's not hard to get through. I'm on the other side of the wall. I'm out in the void. Finish these guys off. Something to improve performance if you do walk past enemies. If you go up far enough. I wonder if I can show it. What's the hotkey? That's the death hotkey. That's not it. That's it. F4. Is it 6, 7? F7? No, that was I killed myself again. I've been married. Digid. Is that the actual words? I've been married a long time ago. New game. It starts all the way over. Let's run the scene again, and let me see if I can show you. So it should be. Let me run down. It should be like F4. Yeah. Okay. Now we're zoomed out more, right? Or no, I just don't have it full screen. Which hotkey is it? F3, F4, F6. It's not F7. That kills me. That just closes it. Okay, that's not it. I thought I had a hotkey that would let me zoom out a bunch. Is it not? Maybe it's only in certain scenes. I could show you on the other scene anyway. Let's see. Course. I'll show you here. Is it F6, F5? There we go. Yeah, it only works on the course. So as you go, it doesn't generate until right before it comes into screen. So the section isn't appear. I don't have all the sections appear at once. That way we're not getting bogged down by all the AI of the robots all at once. And then only as you get close enough, then they respond to you. They have an area 2D node listening for the character. So once you enter a certain range, then they'll start attacking you. But if you run past them without dying, hopefully. Okay, here we go. If I run past them, if I go far enough, then that whole section will just be deleted. Revive. This section comes back, but none of the robots are there. All the robots are gone. So that way, if you do, for some reason, decide to backtrack, which I don't know why you would, then you don't run out into the void. But we don't have to deal with enemies still being loaded after you've passed them, slowing the software down. So once you get to a certain point, then it goes boop, and it just deletes it all. And that way, you get high performance even on potato computers, hopefully. Yeah. The more you know. What does that mean? Wait, what? I want to change all the code in your game slightly so you notice why so I don't notice why my game doesn't work. So you just like alter just like a little teeny tiny thing, and I'm like, what's going on? I have not been here before, so what's the premise of the game? Hey, what's going, Nobluk? Welcome. I hope I pronounced it right. The premise of the game is it's a roguelike, but inverted. It's an inverted roguelike. You start out with all your abilities. They're all passive abilities too, so they automatically apply. And then as you fight through enemies, once you get to the end of a round, it'll look like this. And you're trying to save these people, but in order to save someone, you have to use one of your abilities. And there'll be a cutscene showing that, but now you're one ability less. And then each time you get to that room, you save another person and lose an ability. Eventually, you have to run through without any abilities, and you're relying on only your skills, wits, and some grim determination that only ridiculous roguelike gamers have. That's what the game's about. What do you think? Would you buy that? Would you play that game? Would that tickle your happiness? Something? I don't know. I don't know. I ran out of phrases to say. I want to change. Oh, I already read that. But yeah, we made a level. Oh, it hasn't officially been made yet. We have to actually add it in. So that's in the, let's see, we can see it in the course. It's called the section selector. Let's go to that scene. And this code. The section selector is just going to randomly choose out of the list of possible sections and just poop it in there. So this section 21 has already been saved in the right spot. I believe all I have to do is copy this, drop that down, say 21, add a 1, and then add it here as well. So just copy that, paste it, make this 21, then all the 20s will switch to 1. Or we can, let's see, 1, no, come on, come on. Just do what I want you to do. 1 and a 1. This is like the worst way to do this. Okay. There. And then, yes, I think that's, there's supposed to be something that checks a list of possible things. I think that might be in the global stats. No. Where is it? I guess I have to actually look at my code and figure that out. Section selector code. So select section, global stats taken sections. Oh, the taken sections gets generated as you choose a section. So what it's going to do is it's going to say, all right, time to generate a section. The section I want to spawn is going to be randomly selected between 1 and how many sections there actually are, which I do have to update that. So that's going to be 21 now. And then where did it go? Section selector code. And then once it rolls that, then it's going to say, has that one already been taken? And if it hasn't, then generate that. And if it has been taken, then re-roll, do it again. Select section. So if spawn section has already been taken, then do another one. But if it hasn't been taken, then of course spawn the section. But that way you never get the same section twice in a row, or even the same section within a single run. So, and then there's 5 possible sections that can be spawned. So I felt like that was a pretty good solution for what we were trying to do. Here's what it looks like. Here's the start room, and you got section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those will be randomly pulled from the pool of sections. So now if we play the course, there is a 1 in 21 chance that that new level we made will be in this first room. It's not. But don't worry, now there's a 1 in 20 chance that it's in the room after that. I just ran past them all. Oh. Nope, it didn't happen. So it's 1 in 20. Whoa. Oh, look, here's the room. There's a 1 in 19 chance, and we got it. Look, there's 2 of me. That's crazy. The other one died. So this one did too. That's hilarious. Like let's get them on top of each other. We got double run now. Yeah, clone time. We're gonna win this with 2 of me. 2 is better than 1. This other guy needs to get a shield. Let's see. We'll split him up. There. He can be the one to get that kill. And this kill. And this kill. Oh, his shield didn't come back on. Weird. Maybe it's broken or something. Sounds interesting. I really like the color palette. Thanks. Oh, he disappeared. What happened? No. Oh, he's back. He's glitching out. He's reached his limit. You must go on without me. Okay, I will honor you. Chaucito. Or I'll just die. Well, that's kind of cool. That's amazing that we got it. Our first run, we got it on the 3rd one. What are the chances? Okay, well, let's delete that player though from the scene, and it's done. We made a new section. We want to make 11 more. That's what the goal we set, because 11's a prime number. So it seemed like a good goal. But now we can set that to 11. We did achieve something today. So cool. Maybe each stream we can make both a new section and a song, at least for now. I don't know. That did take a little bit of work. It's fun though. Making sections is pretty simple, and it adds a lot of variety to the game. I think it's definitely worth it. 'Cause then every run will feel a little bit more completely random. I'm used to all the rooms because I've played through them so many times playtesting. But if you just come to it, it'll take you a long time to learn to recognize 31 different sections when you only get 5 at a time, and they're never the same sections in the same run. So yeah, I think it will be good. I'm gonna make a video for you about music theory and post it on Discord. Okay, sounds good. I'm down. Although just as well, like if there's something in music theory that you want me to learn or think about, you could just, I'm sure there's somebody who's already made a video on it, and just link me the video, and you don't have to put quite so much work into it. But do what you feel you got to do. I think we're going to be done streaming, though. We've been streaming for how long? 3 hours now? That's crazy. Can't believe we've streamed for that long. We did get a lot of stuff done. We broke this list down a little bit. I don't know if it's actually getting shorter because we keep finding new things to add. But, I mean, that's okay, right? We're making progress either way. Always making progress. Is there a Discord? There is a Discord. It should be in the description of this video, of this stream. You should be able to just go down there and join. You can join the Discord. Here's the Discord. The Discord. All these people. That's where we did the animation project. There's lots of people show off their art, music, and you can introduce yourself. I do try to say hello, but I don't always make it. Memes. This place can be kind of cursed sometimes. Off topic can also be just as cursed. Otherwise, everywhere else is mostly meant for like talking about games or game development. Ideally, it doesn't always happen, but you know, that's how it goes. And then show it off. You can show off the progress you're making on your own games. And there's been a few. There's one game in particular that was in show it off for quite a while. It was a while back though, and the game is doing decently well. It won some kind of award, not reward, some kind of award for quality or something. I can't remember what it's called now, or what award they got either. But yeah, it was a thing. Haven't scrolled through off topic for a while, looks like, but maybe that's good. Oh yeah, this show is pretty good. Murder drones. Yep, mod stuff. That's where anytime you post something and delete it, it'll show up here. Or if you post it and edit it, it will also show up here. Because people like to post something that's inappropriate and then delete it and think they get away with it. But you can't. So haven't scrolled through this for a little bit either. It's all documented. Good luck. Roles. That's kind of fun because then you can. Sometimes you'll get pinged for things. Like when we did the animation project, I pinged all the artists. When we made the server game, I pinged a lot of people actually. I don't know if we're going to do that again because that was very difficult and ended up being mostly me doing the coding. Me and what's his bucket? Warlad, I think. Me and Warlad made most of the coding. I need to get more mods, I think, because I have a few and they've kind of gone inactive a little bit. I think if something serious happened, they'd probably pop in and be like, let me help. But they used to talk and comment all the time. I think it's because I don't pay them, so there's no incentive to really stick around. I feel a little bit bad, but I don't got money. And I let them know that up front when I ask people to be mods. I'm like, hey, will you be a mod? I can't pay you, just so you know. And then they're like, yeah, sure. So, and I don't require much of them either. Like, they just got to make sure that nobody's doing anything crazy. But that's about it. So, just for when I'm sleeping mostly. Otherwise, I try to keep an eye on things when I can. But yeah, Discord looks kind of hype. It's all right. It's all right. It's not bad. I don't think I understand Discord well enough. I think because I've been on other servers. I don't think I'm on enough servers to understand the potential that it could be. Because there's other servers that I've been, like Zero to Mastery server. It's got some crazy stuff that goes on. Or like this server, Indieformer. They have such organization. It's crazy. And they do a lot of activities and stuff, or I think they do anyway. But I think, I don't know, it's just a little place to hang out where game devs can hang out. Or if you wanted to show me something specifically or get my feedback specifically, I'll try to give it sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. It's also just meant to be a great place where when I post a new video, I can say, hey, there's a new video, and then people can come watch it. So if you want to be among the first to watch my videos, you can join the Discord and you'll get pinged along with whatever else. So yeah, it's fun. I don't know. We're going to end the stream now though because I am losing my voice and I need to go work on that other coding thing. What was it again? Oh yeah, I was going to make the text appear when you hover over these things. It's just a bunch of busy work, so I wasn't going to do it on stream because it's kind of boring. So yeah, and I'd rather listen to some like dubstep music while I'm doing it, because I can like rock out while I'm typing repetitive code. So, but yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll work on trying to do the easy things because there's some things that I just don't want to work on. Tomorrow we'll work on I don't know, what are we gonna work on? We could work on adding a few sound effects maybe, because there are a lot of sound effects that need to be oh, there's a bug that needs to be taken care of, and I don't think I actually have written it in. There's a bug with the UI. Oh, wrong thing. But that's not going to take very long. UI bug. Fix it, you noob. Yeah, so there's a UI bug. That's just a little thing, so we'll probably have to work on a few things. UI bug, we could add another room, of course. This I'm going to do off camera. We could try to do the save. That's also something I have to do off camera. Improve raising anime. We should move those to a new category. Let's see. Let's do this. Do off camera. Let's see. This one. And not playtesting. Add save system. Oops. And then, was there something else? I can't remember now. Add better visuals, effects during bomb cannon firing. Now that we can do that on stream. Well, maybe that'd be a good one to do, because that's quite challenging. It'll take like an hour or two, and it's interesting because it's a little bit of pixel art, so it's not just code. It's not just boring. So I think that could be a good one to do on the next stream. But yeah, these are things that I got to do just by myself because I don't think they're too boring for a stream, and one of them I have to watch a tutorial for. So yeah, Yeah, we'll do that not streaming. Then after that, we're kind of wrapping things up, aren't we? We have to add the cutscene animation. We do have to finish making the music, but I think we'll wait till after we're done making the music for streaming. Play testing. Wow, there's not a lot left to do. One of the big things that I think we definitely need to do, that I need to move from here to here. Let's save that. Edit. We do need the score multiplier. We can't have that be an optional thing. That needs to be a necessary thing. And I don't know if that's something I have to do off camera or if I should do on camera. It could be fun to do on camera, but then it's also a bunch of code that I have to figure out, and that can be boring. So I don't know. How about this? We'll compromise. I'm going to do the score multiplier off camera. Oops. Edit again. I'm going to do it off camera. Implement score multiplier. That's what I'll do off camera. Implement score multiplier. And then on camera, we'll make it look good. Make score multiplier look good. And that's what I've typically done for streaming. Most of the boring stuff I've done before streaming. In fact, I made the whole game before streaming, and then we've mostly just made it look good during streams. So the game was fully functional and ready to go before I ever started streaming it at all. And then as soon as I did, it was just making it feel better and look better and add sprites and that kind of stuff. So I call dibs on playtesting. Yeah. We'll have to see who playtests. The playtesting will be very few people. It's going to be like 2 or 3 people. I think I'll get my wife to playtest. That'd be fun to see if she can be on a stream with us. We'll get her in like a Discord call and see if that might be a fun little stream to do. Because she doesn't really play a whole lot of video games. She does play some, but I think you'd be entertained, because I'm always entertained watching her play because she's kind of ridiculous. And then we'll get somebody who knows about game design more. This is what you should do when you play test. You should get somebody who doesn't know anything about video games to play test your game, because you'll learn a lot about what your game is lacking when you do that. But then you also want somebody who plays a lot of video games to play test your games, because they'll have different feedback by extreme measures from somebody who's never plays video games. And then you want a few people in between, I think, just some people that you trust to give you honest, brutal feedback. You can't get people to play your game and give you feedback who isn't going to tell you when your game sucks. You have to find people who you trust will say, here's why I don't like this part of your game, and here's what you could probably improve about it, or at least point out what they're struggling with. Also, when you play test, you need different forms of play tests. Sometimes you need to give it to somebody to play test and then they write down what they think, but you also need to have I'm going to watch you play while you play test. And when you do that, you can't talk to them, you can't tell them how to play it. You just have to see how they do without any input from you. That way, when they get stuck on something, you'll realize, okay, I need to design this better, I need to improve this level, I need to do that or this, right? So because when you publish your game, you're not going to be standing next to every single player telling them how they should play it. So yeah. Okay, we'll save that like that. What are you guys all arguing about? Okay, I joined. I hope my spelling mistakes won't fill up the one channel with the edited messages. No, that's fine. Don't be afraid to like edit your message if you make spelling mistakes. So just we really just keep that for when there's troublemakers and then they have posted something that's bad and taken it away. That way we have evidence. So we can always sort through it and find stuff. So don't feel like you can't type something and then fix a typo or something. No, I called it first. Mom said it's my turn to play test the game. Well, my mom said I was a special boy. Well, yeah. That's such a good line. All right, that's been the stream today. I'm going to go because I'm tired and I got to work on that other stuff. So hopefully I can get that done before tomorrow. I don't want to, though. I want to just relax. I don't want to do that. No, don't make me. Well, it is something I could do off camera. Who says I have to do it right away off camera? I could do it off camera some other day, right? I don't have to do it right now off camera. Well, I got a GI Joe. Well, that's pretty valid. Hey, Mimi, welcome to the stream and goodbye. Oh, you just joined a little bit ago. Will you have one of those animation things again? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't notice that you. Oh, you've joined for a while now. I'm just bad. I just didn't notice. Yeah, you're the John Cena comment. Sorry about that. But hi, how's it going, Mimi? I'm so bad at streaming. I don't know why I stream. Why do I stream? I'm so bad at it. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.